Manage your money correct.
I was making so much fast money that I can't bring myself to go anywhere for $20. Ari Fletcher.
Had a lot of surgery, but she works out now, so she looks good. That we get it done for men. That's like a huge misconception, and if I had the time and felt like it, I could argue in comments with people all day online. I've had clients regret tummy tucks before, but then months later, then they're not regretting it. But when they first get it, I've had a lot of clients because it hurts.
Oh, it hurts?
Yeah.
Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Conversations with Her. I am your host, Jazabelle, and today I have a very special guest, Christina with the Amour Body.
Yay!
I'm so excited to have you here. I'm such a fangirl.
I am so excited to be here too. I'm so glad to be here. You know, I've been fangirling over you
like
for years.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know, what year did we meet? Now that I'm thinking about it.
That is a good question.
2020?
It had to be 2020.
Yeah. I think it was in Vegas, actually.
Yes, yeah.
It was in
because I took a training in 2019, and then that's when I started going to like anything spa related the next year. So yeah, it had to be 2020.
That's crazy. I wasn't even 21 yet. Oh my god.
Because you was killing it. Well, you still are.
Yeah. I was a baby. Oh wow, that's crazy. Well, thank you for coming. I'm so excited to have you.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
How are you feeling today?
I feel really good. It feels good outside. Good vibes. Just positive.
That's good. Okay, so let's get right into it. Who is Christina, and what is the it girl era for you?
So the it girl era is a lot. It's healing, worried about our balance, our body, our bank account, our brain, our physical health, everything, like our relationship with God. It's more than just like a look. So it's everything, every aspect of you, to make sure that you're okay and make sure that you're feeling good and able to represent yourself well.
That's good. So from running pretty much like a spa, would you call it? Would you have a spa? Okay. So running a spa or brick and mortar to going, I would say remote or passive, how has that changed for you?
Oh, it's huge. It's a huge change. It's very different. When I was running my brick and mortar, when I was running my brick and mortar, I woke up at like 5 in the morning. Not to even get there, but just to get ready for the day. I felt like Ashton Hall doing all that.
Oh my God.
Like the guy with the little time steps is just waking up early. It was so much. And then my day didn't end until probably 8 p.m. So it was just an all-day thing. Yeah,
I can relate.
Now it's like half of that.
That's good.
It's cut in half. Literally.
So, like, when did you know it was time to hang up the brick and mortar?
I would say it was time to hang it up when I started missing my kids.
Okay.
And I started wondering what they were doing a lot, and they got older and they were calling me more. Because, when they babies, they can't call you. They're babies. They just kind of chill. But when they get older, they're like, Mom, when are you going to come home? And asking me, like, where am I? What time I'm coming back? And I'm starting to miss out on events, too. Like, both of my daughters do cheer. They like basketball. It's just, you can't go to all that and be at your brick and mortar at the same time. It's literally impossible.
So what's one of the biggest lessons that the beauty industry has taught you the hard way?
Ooh, the hard way?
The hard way.
I learned a lot of hard lessons in the beauty industry. Let me see. Can I give you two instead?
Yeah, give me two.
Because it's so many.
Yeah.
The one is manage your money correct. Yeah, because I remember
I was blowing through racks. I'm talking about racks.
I ought to be ashamed of myself. Like, I blew through a ton of money, allegedly, because, taxes and all that. Allegedly. I blew through a ton of money because it comes so fast.
Right.
And then you have to keep track of that money. You can't just go to Aruba, or you can't just like go shopping or whatever. Everybody has their thing that they like to do to spend money on. So it's like, you can't just do that without knowing how much you made. what you had coming in and what you got to buy. So I
and
say
a lot of
that.
people, a lot of people don't realize that when you, because I talk about this a lot when I talk about the downfall of my spa, my brick and mortar. It was just more so like being the boss, also being a young adult, on top of being a single mom. And it was just like on top. I was an accountant and I never went to school for it. Like, it was a lot of stuff.
Same.
Like, I had to learn how to do that. It was hard.
That there's no one to be like, there's no one to tell you those exact things, because you could have like a mentor and they might tell you a lot, but some of the stuff you just gotta learn on yourself. And I definitely learned whenever I looked at my bank account and I was like, oh, this is pretty low.
No, so I want to talk about that because we make fast money. Like, in a week, I was seeing like 10 to 15. Like in a week. So I'm like, you know what? I feel like a lot of people don't talk about the outgoing money too. Like, a lot of money, it costs a lot of money to run a spa. Like,
yes,
it costs a lot of money.
It does. I
want you to touch on that a little bit.
It's not free. It's not cheap. Because also, not only people be like, okay, you only got to buy the things once, but no, you have to keep up, because not necessarily like I'm trying to keep up with the Joneses, but you have to have a certain aesthetic. So you want it to look a certain way. Otherwise, you won't have the correct clients coming in, because now it's looking raggedy. You haven't updated in 2 years and nobody want to come in there. It's the beauty industry.
Right. Exactly.
Like,
so let's talk more about with your brick and mortar. Just go back into it. So what exactly all did you do?
So I really focused on just post-op and body. I did do body contouring, but it was kind of rare that I had a body contouring client. It was mostly just post-op. Okay. Now, when I first started it, it was a more body beauty bar. So yes. So that's when I had 2 buildings. I had 7809 Olive, and then I also had 7811 Olive. They're right next door.
Oh, okay. I had the same thing.
Kind of easy. Yeah, I could just walk next door.
Yeah, I could just walk next door to the other one. That's literally how mine was set up. That's cool.
Yes, we're twinning.
You remind me of myself so much. Well, it's weird because I'm younger, but it's just like I just see me and you, especially when I was even reading your bio. I was just like, when you was like, oh, you had so many jobs, and then you taught, and I was like, oh my God, I always thought I was gonna be a teacher.
I did too when I was little.
Now I'm like, child,
those kids are bad.
These kids is bad. Yeah, I'm gonna whoop everybody. Like, that's too much.
Yes.
So what is it like? So, okay, when I talk about the jobs and stuff, right, just briefly, I feel like I've had a lot of jobs. Like, I feel like I have a lot of jobs and I never keep them. Like, I don't never keep them. And it's just, I feel like I'm at a place where I was making so much fast money that I can't bring myself to go in anywhere for $20. Like, how do I get rid of that?
You don't. Don't get rid of it. You don't.
I be like, sometimes I be like, oh my God, I'm not doing nothing all day. Like, I want a job. Then I get there and they be like, and I'm like, I gotta ask to go on break.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Or you might have to wait. The reason I don't knock jobs is because I can't pay everybody bills.
Exactly.
So if they are doing what they need to do to take care of their family, I don't. Yeah. Please go ahead. Like, please do so. Right. Just make sure it's not a dead end job. Like, you want more of a career versus
I just wish they had like a guide on how to transition from
entrepreneur to
back to like it's like, because it's always from that to entrepreneurship, but nobody really talks about going, okay, well, maybe entrepreneurship doesn't work for me. Going back into the 9 to 5, it's like field. It's hard. That is hard. I don't want to do that per se, but just sometimes, like, you got to pay your bills, and sometimes extra helps, and it's like I'm pray on it.
Yes,
I'm pray about it.
There's nothing wrong with it though. So I was saying too, at the other building, that's when I had the techs. So I had like 6 nail techs, and I also had 2 lash techs. I
remember that.
Yeah, so they were all paying booth rent to me. So that's when I had the other services, but so it's like just me. I was only doing post-op. So it was really amazing to only have one service and not a big long list of things.
Of services.
Yeah, that's all I was doing, post-op. Yeah. So if someone said post-op in St. Louis, that's it. That's all they was gonna call me. Period. Nobody else.
Shout out to St. Louis. St. Louis in the house. Yeah. What's the St. Louis number? What is like 304? What is it?
314. I better say that right.
Yeah. I know it's like,
cook
I
me
know
on
it was one of them numbers.
314.
What's the biggest misconception that people have about women who get their body done?
That we get it done for men.
Yeah.
We get it done for men. That's like a huge misconception. And if I had the time and felt like it, I could argue in comments with people all day online, because that's the first thing somebody always say up under somebody post is, "Oh, you did that for a man," and it's like, she did that for herself.
Yeah.
Like, she might have lost 80 pounds or when
and
you
need
lose,
it. A lot of people need that surgery too.
I was just gonna say, when you lose a certain amount of weight, you have excess skin.
You can't lose skin.
You cannot lose skin, especially a large amount. Now a little bit you probably could
tighten, work out, build muscle to stretch it,
right.
But
if you lost a lot, it's impossible to just get rid of hanging skin. So some people, like, they just doing it for themselves. It's always a misconception.
Yeah. So what inspired the It Girl chat? Tell me about that.
Because I have so many women DMing me from different states, and I'm like, I'm in St. Louis. I can't help y'all. I can't help everyone. So, and then they would ask me how to heal and what to do in between seeing their therapist, or some of them wasn't seeing a massage therapist. They were being cheap. So, which you should have a massage therapist, but just people asking me so many questions on how to heal. I'm like, there's a disconnect between doctors not telling people what to do at home once they get home and the time when they got the surgery. So it's like, I'm like, I can't help y'all with that because I know what to do. I done have 4,000 clients. I definitely know what to do.
Clock it.
Clock it.
Y'all hear those numbers, okay? So now we're about to dive into segment 2, and this is where we're going to get a little realer. We're going to get a little raw in this one. It's just unapologetic. We're going to bring the heat.
Yes.
So what don't doctors tell you about the aftermath of BBLs or surgery, weight loss surgery, or any surgery? Not any surgery, BBLs or weight loss surgeries.
BBLs or weight loss. Okay, let me see. So doctors don't tell people to take it easy and to take off work. That's why it's not for if you don't have any money. You should not be getting surgery if you don't have the money.
Right.
You have to get it when you have enough funds to afford the surgery, afford the aftercare, and then on top of that, afford to be off work. Like, some people are going in 2 days later, and you need to be at home resting. The doctors are not telling people that.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep.
I'm glad that something like your community that you're building now offers that. So ahead of time, beforehand, like, I just asked you, I think off camera, I was like, no, I want to get in surgery. I want surgery, but I just want to get in the chat for now and see what's going on. Like, see what we're talking about. Right. Just to be prepared. A lot of people aren't prepared or don't know everything that they should know after getting those major surgeries.
Yes. Yeah. So. Preparation is so important. You have to be prepared. You stay ready. You all got to get ready.
Okay. Thank you. Are you open about if you had any work, or have you had any work done?
Yep. I've actually had a lot of work. I've had a BBL. I've also had a breast reduction too. I like filler. I like Botox. Whatever I feel like getting, I'm gonna get it.
Yeah. I want a breast reduction so bad.
It helped me. That's actually my favorite surgery.
Swear.
Yes. So most people would think like BBL is the favorite surgery, but I mean, not to say I don't care about, but the breast reduction was life changing. Life changing. Because my back used to hurt so bad.
What size bra were you back then?
Ooh, it wasn't even a size. It was like a G or an M.
See,
or
that's
something.
What I feel like. I feel like it has to be something so major. But like I feel like I'm kind of smaller, and then it's like my boobs are like heavy, especially when I like work out and run. Like, it's always been a problem. But the army were gonna pay for me to get a reduction.
Oh, really?
I don't know why I didn't do it.
Insurances will pay for it too. Yeah, mine were so bad that the insurance paid for mine.
Yeah.
It's it could be super painful to have like breasts that offset your frame. So that's the situation I was in. That was my first surgery too.
Yeah. That's
definitely the most life-changing one.
I'm going to talk to you offline about that because I really want one so bad. That's probably like the only thing I really, really, really have to get. Yeah. And filler. And my lip filler.
You want a little filler. Filler's
just a little bit.
You just kind of just get a little touch.
That's cute. Or what's the facial balancing that people are doing now?
Yeah, I like that too.
Trendy. Yeah,
I haven't done it myself, but it's just filler too. Like they put it in certain spots, like in your cheeks or in your lips, and balance your face
to like fill it out. Have you ever had have your clients ever regretted a surgery? And if they have, what's the most common one that people regret?
I've had clients regret tummy tucks before. But then months later, then they're not regretting it. But when they first get it, I've had a lot of clients because it hurts.
Oh, it hurts?
Yeah, the tummies. I haven't had one, but just from knowing them coming in, yeah. All my clients with a tummy tuck always say this. They give me the same thing.
Have you ever had a C-section?
Nope, I didn't have a C-section, but it's not the same.
It's not the same.
Yeah, because I always used to ask them. I'd be like, "So is this a similar pain to your C-section?" They'd be like, "No, I am hurt." Like,
no, my C-section was painful, so that's why I was like, I could cough and my stomach.
They said it was worse. Yeah, they said it's no comparison. No. Yeah,
I would not be able to.
Yes, when you get a tummy tuck, they're literally cutting the skin and making that incision, pulling your skin down. Usually doing a muscle repair, so they're sewing all the way up to underneath your chest, sewing up the muscle, and then pulling skin back down, and then sewing it up. So it's a big deal.
Yeah.
So when you get a tummy tuck, people are usually leaned over and hurt for a little longer, but then afterwards, months later, they be happy.
Yeah.
So.
I could see that though, because I've seen I waxed, so I could I had a client who had recently had a tummy tuck. She lost a lot of weight. She looks so good. She lost a lot of weight, so she did a tummy tuck, and when I was waxing her, but her skin was super tight and hard, and it was just like super dark, and she was just like, I cannot wait for this to heal. Like, this is so ugly. She was so emotional.
Yes.
And I'm just looking at her, I'm like, girl, you look fine. I could barely tell knowing. I'm like, ooh.
Surgery is super emotional because you're going through all these different changes with your body. You having the surgery, you got the before where you're nervous and people are in your ear saying, oh, you're just fine, you don't need it, you wasting your money. You got all these usually negative people talking. Then you get the surgery, that's even more. Then there's even more emotion because now you don't know what to do, you're lost, and you got to eat better, and it's a roller coaster of emotions. I've had a lot of clients come in and literally be crying a lot.
Yeah.
And, I'd have to help them and just let them know it's okay. Like, your decision wasn't bad. Like, it's going to be fine. Yeah. Just wait a couple weeks. I'm going to see you on your Instagram stories shaking
Cute.
it. Yeah. And I did too.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
Have you ever felt pressure to look the part being in this industry?
Oh, for sure, definitely. I always felt, not always, but I did feel a pressure just in different points in my life because I feel like I'm telling people to eat good and do right. How I'm going to be eating a double cheeseburger and I'm online showing up every day telling people, drink your water, make sure you have a detox and this. And I'm if I'm lying, like, that's not very truthful. So I do feel that pressure.
What would you say to younger you? Yeah.
I would say to younger me, don't worry about what people think or say. Like, just focus on what you want to do and don't put anyone's dreams in front of you.
Would you change anything about your journey on where you're at right now?
I would change when I did used to care about what people thought because it stopped me from a lot of things. It stopped me from making more money. It stopped me from just leveling up in general in my own life and my own spiritual journey. You can't worry about what other people think.
Let me see how I want to answer this. Without getting too deep, what's one thing that you feel like you're still healing from? And when I say healing from, I mean as far as like business aspect, because a lot of people don't know, like, owning a business is stressful. So what's one thing that you're currently healing from and you're working towards, like, getting past?
I would say I'm healing towards just really being a better person for my own self. And it's like if you are just focusing on myself and listening to God's journey versus letting anything else interrupt that.
Okay.
So I'm definitely still healing from that.
That's good. That's good. Okay, we're gonna play a game. We're gonna loosen it up. We're gonna play a game. We're gonna play. I'm gonna name drop. Okay. This game is called Name Drop.
Oh my God.
Are you nervous?
The first time, yeah, because I was fine earlier. Like, wait a minute there.
Okay, so you don't drink, so I said, but I can't let you off that easy.
Yeah,
I can't let you off.
Yeah, I don't drink.
So I'm gonna say a name, and you're gonna think, you're gonna say the first thing that comes to your head, whether it's like their body is tea, they need a little extra help, or you think they're natural. You think they're 100% natural.
Okay. Oh, I love this. This is messy and fun.
Messy but fun.
Yes.
Okay, you ready? We're gonna go fast.
Okay.
Gotta say exactly what comes to your head.
Okay.
Ari Fletcher.
Had a lot of surgery.
Jada.
But she works out now, so she looks good. She looks really good. Jada Waiter, I just think of her shots and that I like how she warns people don't get shots.
Dream Doll.
She actually looks amazing after her baby, but she did have surgery. She's open to it, though.
Cardi B,
I think probably should just be done.
Okay.
Like, she was like, just be done.
Give it a...
It's enough.
Okay, Tommy Lee.
Who's that?
We'll skip it.
Okay.
Black China.
Amazing. I don't even think of her body no more. I think of Amazing Soul. Like, she is healed. I don't even want to call her that no more. I'm calling her Angela
White. Yeah, okay. I do have that in parentheses. You know, I'm respectful.
Right. Like,
I do have that in parentheses.
Girl. She looks good. She works out a lot.
Dr. Curves.
I like his work. I like Dr. Curves' work. I like his work.
Okay. K. Michelle.
She looks so good. She's one of my favorite transformations for sure.
She is. She
looks so good. And she stopped too.
Yeah.
She's done. It comes to a point where when you just stop, it's perfect.
I don't know if you know this one, but Brittany Reiner.
Oh wait, is that Kevin Gates' girl?
Yeah. I think.
I feel like she just works out now.
You don't think skinny BBL?
I gotta see her again because she be covered up now. So,
yeah.
I haven't seen her.
I
think she did get a skinny BBL back then, though.
Yeah,
I feel like she did when she first started because she was just doing fitness. But I don't feel like she got anything else done after that. I feel like she just stopped.
Tiana Taylor.
She looks good.
That body is tea.
She got her breast done, but I don't feel like she got anything else done.
Okay.
I think she eats like a vegan, eats raw eggs for breakfast, lays out in the sun. And
the next person that I'm going to say, I think you kind of like favor them a little bit.
Okay.
Slightly. I swear. It's just, I don't know. India Royale.
Oh, she got a BBL for sure. She got a BBL. It's just not a big BBL.
What do you think about her lips, though?
They look good. I feel like they're natural.
Right?
But
if they're not, they're perfect.
Yeah, I feel like she might have got a little filler in the outer lip area. Just a little bit, just to even it.
Summer Walker.
I feel like she needs to stop, too.
Yeah. It's time to
You said go fast! I feel like she looks good, but like it's enough unless she having more kids. But no, then she really still don't need anything else. She could just be done.
Yeah. Light skin Keisha.
You know what? I don't know about her.
Right?
I feel like she's natural with maybe possibly some butt shots from back in the day.
Yeah.
If anything, but those knees and thighs match.
Yeah, they match. Like literally from the hip
from
down.
the rooter to the floor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe she perhaps just got lipo only, but she doesn't give me BBL.
Yeah. Okay. Megan Good.
The actress, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like she got anything done.
Yeah.
Maybe possibly her breasts, but...
You think that's natural body, natural?
Yeah, she used to be
Nicki
natural. Nicki Minaj. The queen.
You're a barb. You got a barb in the room.
I am a barb. She did have some work done, but she just wanted to. Leave the queen out of this.
That is so funny.
She's got to teach here and a teach there, and that was it.
Okay, that was her last name because I knew you were a barb. I felt it in my soul.
She's done now. She's, taking care of Papa, and she's done.
That's your homegirl, ain't it?
Yes.
Okay, so I did have a question about. I've been seeing this thing going around where it's like BBLs have a smell, like the BBL smell.
Yes.
What is that?
Some lies.
Is that true?
No, I am so tired of that. Like, I don't even know where it came from initially, but oh no, I do. There was a girl on TikTok that had a video, and she was like crying and saying that her BBL stink and she get removed.
Like every time she sat down or something like that.
Yeah, but it's like, did she have shots? Because those, first of all, shots are illegal body pommer, and sometimes you don't know what that is that's inside of their body when they got the illegal shots.
Oh. So it's no difference. All shots are illegal. It's not like the good ones and then the bad ones.
There's some legal ones now. They're called sculpture, but only a doctor would do it, not somebody in a basement or at a hotel or at a spot.
Not even like a licensed beauty professional.
No, unless you know how some med spas do have doctors there, and they do offer sculpture. You got to check their license, but not someone just off the street can't offer it. Yeah. But I feel like the smell that they're talking about comes from maybe the first day. There is like a smell of blood because your incisions are open and you're leaking. So there is a smell that day, possibly the second. Anything really past that, if you have an infection, that stinks. Yes, an infection stinks, but an infection stinks without surgery. So if you have any part of you that's infected, it's going to smell. Right. And you need to go to the doctor or the hospital. So if somebody has a BBL that's months out, like the girl in that video, it's either lying or it's some body odor.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, like if you have bad hygiene, of course you stink.
Yeah. I just wonder. I'm like, what is the BBL smell like? That has to be cap.
It's definitely cap. It's definitely cap. People also got to make sure they have enough, like we said, money to get the surgery, because they also have to afford the massages after and all that's going to help with healing and everything.
Yeah. Okay, so what makes the BBL hard? Is it like the BBL or is it like shots?
Oftentimes it's shots that are hard. There's two ways it could be hard. If it's shots and they're just lying and acting like they spent more money than what they did, because shots are extremely cheaper than a BBL. There's no price comparison. Right. So shots are usually hard, but also if you didn't get your massages after the surgery, which once again, you got to spend more money. So if they're not getting the proper massages and wearing their faja and taking care of everything, that is going to be hard. Yeah, you gotta take care of it.
Is there like different fajas that a girl has to wear, or is it like just one the whole time?
There's different ones because they could have did a tummy tuck or BBL. So it just there's so many different fajas that they could wear, as long as they have an actual Colombian one. That's gonna be the key.
So have you been to Colombia to like?
I have not been to Colombia.
I've seen people go to those warehouses and the fajas in Colombia and stuff like that.
Yes, all I do is like WhatsApp mine. I have like tons of vendors in Colombia. I've just chatted with them, but I've never been. I want to so bad.
You should make that a trip. You should make that a trip. Take me with you because I want to go.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, we come back with all the vendors.
Exactly. All right. And any questions from the audience? Question was, why do women even get BBL shots or anything?
I don't know why women got the shots. Well, I guess I do know why. It just was trendy at the time. It was years ago. It was just a certain era, back when video vixens were real popular, like the Hype Williams era. It just was popular. But as far as getting a BBL, fast forward to 2025, as far as now, people just want to look good. And if their butt is flat as a pancake, then why not? Why not add a little something there, or add a little curve? If they don't have any hips and that's what they want themselves, then it's their prerogative. They can do that, because you can, for sure. I know somebody's going to say, go to the gym, but it's not going to give the look that they want themselves. it's based off what you want. Everyone's perception of beauty is their own. So let's say I went to the gym and I worked out a lot. The glutes didn't grow the way I wanted them to. So I myself was like, well, let me just get a BBL. Nobody was holding me hostage and saying like get a BBL. Like none of that happened. I wanted it myself. I did a lot of workouts. I did workouts for years. So, and then also women have children. That changes a lot because I wouldn't have got the BBL if I didn't have my twins. I know that for sure. Because when I just had my daughter, like I was fine. But after them twins, that's when it just wreaked a little havoc on my body. And there's nothing that you could do about certain things from having kids. Like twins stretches your stomach to no limit. So it's just, I was like, let me just get this together because I don't want to walk around the way I was beforehand. That's actually really true. If you don't take care, well, even if you don't have surgery, if you don't take care of your body, you're you're going to be sick. You're going to be in the hospital. If you're eating bad foods all day, every day, and never working out, and you're just stagnant, then your body's going to suffer. So imagine adding a BBL on top of that, then you're really suffering. You have to take care of it, like you were saying. If you don't take care of it and make sure that you're doing the proper maintenance, then it's going to have an adverse effect for sure. And then in 10 years, I see BBLs just going through different ups and downs because currently right now, so in 2025, people are getting more natural looking BBLs. Mm-hmm. They still getting a BBL and they might say, I'm getting fat transferred to my hip instead. And they try to say it's not a BBL. That's still a BBL. But they're getting more natural looking than versus 10 years ago when everybody wanted like real huge, big peaches.
Big peaches.
Yeah. So it's like, it's still a BBL, but it's just different look. So I feel like in 10 years there might be another look. Maybe they'll pick another one. But right now it's like gym body. So they're still getting a BBL, but they're going in and saying, can I get a gym body BBL? Or they're asking for a skinny BBL for sure. I feel like I did have a different level of confidence once I got it. I felt so much better about being a mom and my body changing after having kids. I did. So my confidence did increase. It helped me out a lot. And then, but I'm done. So I don't plan on getting anything else. So let's say my body changes again, then I would just use what I have. And I'm eating super healthy right now. Like I just switched to all organic foods. It might cost more, but it's worth it because I want to be there for my kids and just for myself too. So I can't relate to what I used to eat anymore. I'm an it girl now. I don't eat like that no more. I did used to eat pretty bad though.
So do you have any upcoming projects? Like what is next for Christina?
Upcoming next, I do have the passive pink print. Okay. That's where I'm helping service providers or retired service providers turn their skills into a passive income into digital products. Okay. So I'm helping out with that. And then also I have the It Girl chat where girls can join. And if they got surgery or if they just want to lose weight, they're joining. And I have a lot of downloads in there. And then also we're chatting about we're like trading ideas and everything. It's not just one of those like groups where you're just thrown to and nobody's talking.
That is so amazing.
Those are my two projects right now.
Yeah, that's so good. I love that. I gotta tap in on that passive. Yes. I wanna see what that's about.
Passive pink print. You know I had to pick pink.
Yes. Yes.
So it's passive pink print, and I'm just really helping everybody get that passive money because we have to get back to ourselves. We gotta get back to our family, our lives, and even if you have a job, you can still make passive income.
Right. Yeah. You talk about family a lot. Do you have a man at home?
No, I do not. Say that real loud.
No. Are you looking? Are you open?
I'll be open. I'll say that.
What kind of men do you like?
I don't want to say because then somebody watching that is going to pretend and then he going to lie and stab me in the back. No,
That's good.
He's going to pretend and do everything that I just said on here and be like, I watched that podcast. Now, when I meet her, I'm going to say exactly what she said.
Okay, do you like them? Do you like them tall and dark, or do you like them light?
I do like them tall. I don't really have a preference. Tall, though, for sure.
Tall, for sure.
Yeah.
But light or dark doesn't matter.
Not really.
Okay.
But tall at bare minimum, so I can look up. And so I can wear heels.
Do you want any more kids? I know you have 3 already.
No.
Do you want any more? You don't want any more? Are you done?
I'm very done.
That's good. Your kids are like older too a little bit.
Yeah. I have twins. They're 9 and then I have a 12-year-old. It's enough going on.
Yeah.
I don't want no more kids.
They big. I would be done too.
Yeah, I'm good.
That's good. Well, thank you for coming on my podcast. I hope you had fun. I really enjoyed it so much.
I did. I enjoyed being here. I wish it was even longer. I love it here.
Yeah, so tell the people where to find you and how can they find you and all of your work.
Okay. You all can find me on Amour Body on Instagram. So it's AMOUR_body. And you can check out my 2 projects, PassivePinkPrint.com and theitgirlchat.com. I'm super easy. Or just click the link in my Instagram bio too.
Yeah.
YouTube, all that. It's the same on all socials.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for watching another episode of Conversations with Her. See you next time.